Good morning and welcome to vlog 17. And it's a bit of a late start to the week this week. Just back from a weekend away in York with my wife, just celebrating an anniversary. So it's just after 11 o'clock. The kids are at school and I've booked a day off work. So this morning's all about sort of catch up. I'm just processing the orders that came in through the weekend. And yeah, this room's looking a little bit of a mess, and I think I do need to definitely spend a bit of time today and try and get a bit of organisation sorted out. I made a decision on the gift with purchases that have arrived over the last few weeks to get them sold, possibly on Facebook or eBay, I'm not sure yet. But the thing that was holding me up with all of that was boxes. I didn't have any boxes that fit these GWPs quite nicely, so I've ordered some and they arrived over the weekend, so I've got those to do. But it's Monday morning. Let's have a quick look at the figures. So it's the 9th of December today. And the store now has 296,000 parts. So I didn't quite make it to 300,000 last week. I think I just sort of ran out of time towards the end of the week. But that is still up by 5,000 parts on the week before. So hopefully this week we'll smash the 300,000. Lot count is now 12,554. That's an increase of 72 on last week. In terms of orders, we're up to 8,865, so that's 30 orders, so that's much better than the week before. And we've even gained another fan, so thank you very much. Feedback now 4,937. That's only up by 9, so still quite quiet on the feedback front. The YouTube channel, well, that stayed pretty much the same. We've still got 538 subscribers. But I don't know if we can see it on the watch hours. It's creeping up. It's not on that screen, but it is creeping up and getting closer to the target we need for monetization. So orders, I think it's 12 orders. What have we got? 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then there's one just hiding behind there. Yeah, so 12 orders over the weekend. I think 9 were BrickLink and 3 on BrickOwl. I think overall though, quite small orders. This is probably the largest one here in terms of lot count. I'm just trying to look to see if there's anything interesting. I suppose there's this order here, which is some minifigure headpieces. We've got the ring from Lord of the Rings. There's a couple of them in there, and a couple of legs. And I think the rest of it, there's just lots of sort of general parts, all sort of mixture of new and used. I probably won't go through them all in any great detail. I mean, in actual fact, I'd really like to know what people would like to see covered in the vlogs. I get very conscious that just looking at orders just seems to be, it can be a bit dull, really. I'm going to be carrying on adding stock, obviously. We've got the Reiko units over there. That's going to be a continual thing. I'm going to have a bit of a tidy up today, but, what else do people like to see? Or any ideas for anything I should cover in the vlogs? That'd be really handy. Otherwise, I will just carry on and keep showing you what we're doing in the build up to Christmas. How's everyone else doing? Are any other sellers out there experiencing good sales? Did they have a quiet week because of Black Friday? Did they buy lots of sets? I know I didn't spend a lot at all, really. The focus of our set buying is purely for East Midlands Lego hire, so I'm not gonna show what we've bought because they'll be revealed as and when for New Set Friday. which reminds me, actually, I think I didn't do New Set Friday last week, primarily because I was away. So I will probably release that today, actually. We'll get that stuck on the Facebook group. Right, I best get cracking because I've got to get these orders off to the post office. So I'm just about caught up on all the messages and emails that I've had over the weekend. There's been a few queries for BrickMetrics. So hopefully I've answered everything now and gone back to all my customers. I'm just catching up on YouTube with Snoop Loves Bricks. He's just doing a review of some sets that are coming out in the new year. I've finished uploading a load of sets to Facebook, and hopefully might pick up a sale or two of some of these GWPs, but we'll see. So I thought actually after I'd uploaded them, I better open this parcel from the stationery supplier. So I've just picked up some of these SW6 boxes. These are the boxes I use for sort of small parcel orders. And I've only got I don't know if you can quite see, there's only a few left up top over there. I've also purchased a roll of this. This is your standard pallet wrap. It's been a long time since I've used that. I used to work somewhere where we used to do a lot of pallet wrapping. But the idea for that is an idea I've copied off Keith, really. All of the Rico units come wrapped up. I've already taken it off the ones that are in here to keep all the drawers intact. And if any of the Legos sort of come out during transit, it's kind of caught up at the back within the pallet wrap. So it works really, really well. We've obviously not lost any of the pieces. However, because these units are all going to go back into some sort of storage, I thought it'd be a good idea to actually wrap them back up again. It means they won't get damaged as well, because currently in the chapel, it's where the kids keep their bikes, and I know that my lad takes out his bike every single day to go to school, and I'm not saying he's damaged anything, because he hasn't, but I know that the sort of constant in and out by all of us, really, they're going to get kicked, they're going to get knocked. So rather than them being damaged, I thought I'll wrap them up, and that should hopefully prolong their life. Then the last thing we got are these. Now I'm hoping that these boxes will fit any of the Guess Who purchases. So I'll get one out and we'll just see how it works. So these are the SW11 boxes. I'm just going to open up that. So yeah, 305 by 229 by 102 mil. Now I did go for the single wall. I don't know if you can see that, it's a bit dark. The single wall version, because I kind of know I've got lots and lots of packaging. I'm just going to put the camera down. Let's just move the angle. Right, so let's just put those down there, out of the way. I'm hoping you can still see. Let's just sort of pop that together. Can you see that okay? So, well, they fit absolutely fine. You know, bubble wrap in there, plenty of space around the edges for the extra bubble wrap. I've got absolutely loads of this. This is the really sort of thick bubble wrap. This is what came on the really useful drawers delivery when I bought all of those a few months back. They were all wrapped in that, so I've got absolutely loads of that. And that was partly the reason for buying a much bigger box. So that works really, really well. So that's that size. GWP. What's the other side? We've got the record player, which a bit typical, I've buried it. Let's just check this one. This is the pumpkin. Yeah, spot on that. Christmas train. Perfect. In fact, that's the same size as the pumpkin. Let's just grab a record player. Yeah, awesome. Awesome. So they all fit. So that's a good sign. So let's just hope that over the next few days I manage to sell some of these and we'll get those boxes used. So that's the result. Right, I've got to find somewhere else now to store these because they can't stay there. Good morning, it's Tuesday, and wow, yeah, we had a really good result on the sets that we listed on Facebook Marketplace. I've just got a couple left over here, and then just these here, and I've already got a bit of interest left on the lifeboat and one of the record players, and I think there was a tic-tac-toe set as well. So hopefully they will get sorted out today. But that then means I've got quite a few parcels here all ready to go. So I think the post office is going to love me this morning. In terms of BrickLink orders, pretty quiet actually, just the 3 orders going out. This one's for some new tiles, 2 before and 1 before. Then we've got some minifigure parts in here, some torsos and legs, a couple of hair pieces, and then this order here is for some shields, and then again another hair piece in there. So I'll get those packed up and ready to go. I've been also working on a new BrickStore file, so let me turn the light on there, might make it a bit better. So another, I think it's about 85 lots here, lots of different parts, again all brand new, so they all need to be put away, priced up, etc. So we'll see if we can get some of that done before the day job starts, and the school run and everything like that. And I suppose the other bit of news is last week I started to fill up this set of Rayco units, and if you remember, we went for W15A, and I said I couldn't test it, so we go from W15 over here to W15A, and then behind me we start at W16, and I'm pleased to say that we had an order yesterday for some of, it was these superBRICKS, and it worked perfectly. It followed on nicely, so the picking process moves really nicely from W15 to W15A before heading off to W16. So that worked really well, so I'm pleased about that. And as you can see, I've only got that far in, so still quite a few drawers to fill. So I best get cracking with those orders and getting back to the grind. Good morning, it's Wednesday, and believe it or not, I am making a little bit of progress in terms of tidying up the office. It doesn't really look like it, does it? But I feel like I am. I had another sort of good day yesterday with the GWPs. That's all that's left, and I've got a couple of potential buyers for the record player and the tic-tac-toe set. So we'll see if we can get those deals done today. I'll move around the other side of the office in a minute, but the orders, so 6 orders from yesterday, last night. Yeah, value wise, not too bad actually, not too bad, and nice to see some bits going out again that you never think will really sell. these came from the Brick Arena stock. The customers bought 50 of each colour. These are the dimensions, accessories, but 50 of each, which is brilliant. So nice order that, and it does clear, you know, sort of the bulkier parts from the drawers. So it cleared up a couple of spaces. So again, pleased with that. This order here is for some minifigure heads and torsos, and I've now been cleared out of the Lord of the Rings rings. They're probably rings in other sets as well, but I like to think of them as the Lord of the Rings ring. I've got this order here, cleared me out of the trans neon green 1x1 round plates, so that was a nice order as well. This one again for some minifigure parts. We've got some torsos, some headgear, and the matching legs. Just a small parts order there, and just some 1x1 dark green bricks. So again, all 6 orders are on BrickLink, nothing on BrickOwl. But I suppose the big news from yesterday was the BrickLink announcement for their latest upgrade to the platform, which, as you can imagine, sent everyone into a bit of a frenzy on the Facebook groups. You'll notice it when you navigate to the BrickLink site. There's a banner now saying exciting news. The navigation bar will have a fresh look starting mid-December. And I suppose from my point of view, that's the sort of most disappointing thing. Starting mid-December, well, we're already on the 11th. But there's no exact date, which is really weird. I mean, if you're going to announce an update, surely tell us when the update will go live. And then I suppose we can prep for it. A lot of people are saying on the forums that, you know, best bet now is back up your stock or back up your inventory. And that's really easily done in Brick Freedom. But when do you do it? Ideally, you want to do it just before the update starts, or as close to it as you can. But they've not given us the date. So that's going to be quite tricky. So, I mean, obviously we're on BrickLink pretty much every day, but I hope there's some sort of further announcement to tell us when they're going to do the update. Historically, when BrickLink have had an update, there's always been quite a few issues. They do sort them out in the end, but you know, these issues can affect sales, so you know, it's a good job we're on BrickOwl as well. So I think that's all I've got to say on the update. I'm not really sure what it is they're actually doing. There's a whole page on it, but I don't know, it doesn't really seem clear. They're just talking about a navigation bar, and they're also mentioning the login as well. Now, they did make us create, or at least link our BrickLink accounts to the Lego website. So again, I'm not quite sure what they're doing there, but we'll find out. We'll see what happens. Let's hope that the change brings some positive changes to the site, and hopefully makes navigating it easier. Hopefully makes it easier for buyers, because I think that's the main thing. Make it easier for the buyers, and we can all benefit from it. But we'll see. Okay, so what else did I do last night? Started on another BrickStore file. I think I got halfway through this Rayco unit. There's another, I think it's just over 1,000 parts there. Turn the light on. There we go. Let's put some light on the situation. Again, all new. With a smattering of used, actually. I found myself rooting through a bag in one of the minifigure boxes down there, actually. I came across some of these, and I thought, you know what, just for a change, I'll get these uploaded. There's a few other printed pieces in there as well. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else interesting in this lot. Probably not. What standard stuff, really. The other thing I did, well, I started to do a little bit more work on the premium version of BrickMetrics. Now, let me see if I've still got my page open. Yeah, here we go. Not sure if I'm logged in. So this is premium. As you can see, we've got the inventory here, and I've been working on some issues with missing information. Now, the reason why that happens is the way that the API is structured with BrickLink, in that we gain that information when we download a set inventory. So the set inventory contains the part number, an image link, a description of the item, and so we download that when we download the set. So if we've not downloaded the set, we don't have that information. And I was looking through the API documentation and playing around with the API to try and work out how to get that information. And it is only available in the set. There doesn't appear to be another way of getting the info. So anyway, I had a bit of a play, and I've worked out that with most of these items, and minifigures is probably a bad example, I've not tested a minifigure, but I'll just scroll down to an actual product, an actual part I should say. Let's take this one, 553 in yellow. Obviously we've got the description here where we've got the part in a different colour, but it's still the same description. The image link can be made because it just follows a pattern. So I added a bit of code to the process that rechecks the sell price. So if we get that rechecked, and I'm hoping this works because this is live, so to speak, we should now go off to BrickLink, obtain the new price information, which there we go, we've done, that's now populated. And what I've done, I added some extra code to populate the image and go and grab the item description from another item. So there you go, that's now populated. Now, you might think that's a bit of a faff, but there really isn't any other way of doing it. Obviously, the recheck sell price will be part of the bulk rechecking process that you'll have seen in the standard version of the matrix against the set. So don't worry, I'm not expecting you to sit here and press that button, 300 times to populate your inventory. But the other part of this though is that if I've populated the yellow part to 553 with all this information, and you are in the same country, the same region as me, that should populate on your inventory as well. At least that's how I believe it's going to work. I need to test that when we get to testing the premium version. So it means everybody will benefit from each other as we share that data. Obviously your selling price won't be shared, but the average price will be, because if you're in the same region, it's the same average price. So yeah, that's what I was working on. Still got quite a bit more to do with the premium version, but it's ongoing. So there you go, just a little update. Yeah, so that's that. Right, I'm gonna get these orders packed, get myself off to the post office. It's 7:15, so got a little bit of time before the school run. And obviously make sure the kids are all set for school. Right, I'll catch you later. So it's Wednesday lunchtime and a bit of a container update. I've just popped down to pick up some of these brand new black storage boxes. I'm going to use those to move some of the East Midlands Lego Hire sets into, and free up some of the really useful boxes which will just stack a bit easier down in the chapel. So I've collected those. I'm making good progress now on the really useful drawers. You can see I've taken a few more here. I'm just taking them up loose, get them dealt with, and then I'm creating a pile of empty drawers at the moment. But when I've got my wife's car, I will probably take the actual units themselves. So there's not many left. That's only half a stack. It's on top of a table at the moment. And then there's a couple of stacks here, and this one just there. The one that's underneath the table is empty. So yeah, good progress. And I think I need to get those done first, so then I can see what extra space I've got. Still got plenty of Rayco units to go through. And then over on the back wall there is all the bulk boxes that we're slowly working our way through, just to try and reorganise them, condense them down so they take up less space, and try and use some of my other boxes for storing them up in the chapel. Still got a couple of tables to sort out, but that's probably one of the last things we'll do. So yeah, starting to create some extra space now. There's sort of holes appearing now, and areas I can walk through. And that pile of other WAM storage boxes, I've managed to sort out most of them. There's just a few left down there, and there's another stack behind there. You can just see them, they're nearly at the ceiling. But again, they're stored on top of that table, so it's not full floor to ceiling height. So there you go, just a little update for you from the container. I'll get back to the house and sort out some sort out some of the sets for East Midlands Lego Hire and reuse those boxes. So I've just taken delivery of this motor. Now I've had to purchase this from a BrickLink seller. It's actually for a customer of mine from East Midlands Lego Hire, and they wanted a motor and a battery box, so they can start to motorise their own Lego sets. And I kind of advised that this was probably the best route to go down at the moment. I have explained that these are no longer made by Lego, but for the price, it was probably better to go for one of these. So I chose a seller that had both the motor and a battery box, and placed the order, and the order arrived really quickly, so no problems. That's the motor, but the battery box, and this is something that I just find a bit strange. The battery box has arrived with loads of pieces still attached to it. Now, I mean, I know that's just some free bits of Lego, but that's just really bizarre. That's just like they couldn't be bothered to take the other pieces off. I mean, they run a BrickLink store, so why didn't they take them off and add them into their own store? You know, but I've now got to do that to get that ready for my own testing and then passing on to my customer. Just a bit weird, really. I've never come across that before. It's certainly not something I would do. So yeah, just a bit of an odd one. Good morning, it's Thursday, and since I came back from the container, I've had the opportunity to sort some of the sets out from East Midlands Lego Hire. So finally Titanic has gone from over there, from getting in the way. I've managed to rebox that into one of the larger black boxes, and that's freed up a couple of those really useful boxes that I'll now use for storing the washed and clean bulk. That's been a slow job at the moment because I've been spending more time in here rather than, you know, sort of sat watching telly, but needs must. And you know, it is December and sales are starting to pick up. So yesterday and last night the sales were pretty good. We've had 8 orders, 5 of them BrickLink and 3 of them on BrickOwl. But so no, some really good value and some really sort of largest orders. I'll start with the smallest ones. A couple of minifigure orders. This one here is for a penguin, a brand new minifigure. Just a small parts order there. Some bright light yellow. This is a nice order. Again, wheels, they do sell, but just not very often. So it's nice to get an order that comprises just of wheel parts. There's some tyres in there, the wheel rims, and then the axle parts as well. So nice little order. What's in this one? Mixture of, well, better not ruffle that up too much. It's got to go in a large letter. But a mixture of new and used. Couldn't really have a guess at what that was. This order here, lots of these 1B, 2B5 bricks. Cleared me out of all the white ones. They've ordered some black ones. Again, some more wheels. And a few used hinges and sort of star pieces. This order here, again, mixture of used and used. Cleared me out with these chain pieces. I think they're the sort of, I think they're 5 long. More 1B1 round tiles, 100 of those. Yeah. And then the largest order of the day is a returning customer. You'll remember I've spoken about this customer before. They request that each lot is bagged individually, which again, more than happy to do. I've got loads of bags, so it clears out a good chunk of them. Again, a mixture of new and used, but lots of medium azure in here. So it's for some sort of mop, not quite sure what it is. But nice to see lots of lots going out. Cleared me out of loads of bits, and some really interesting colours. So yeah, really pleased with that one. And I'm not sure what the camera just did then. Probably because of the angle I'm holding it. So yeah, some really good orders last night. So that did take quite a bit of time to pick and pack, and I was helped out by my lovely wife, which meant I haven't been able to do anything more on the BrickStore file that I was creating down here. It's still exactly the same as it was yesterday, but I'll see if I can get some of this put away today and clear my desk. But I did spend a little bit of time again doing some more coding on BrickMetrics, looking at the premium version. Just got a bit of a challenge with stock that has or your inventory that has no detail. So I'm trying to find a really nice way of populating the missing information for your inventory. So it's ongoing. Proving to be a bit of a headache really, but I'll get there. I'll sort it out. Hiya. Just had a bit of a scare really with BrickStore. It stopped working. It was just completely dead. Now I've got it back up and running, but I thought I would just go over what happened and what I've done to resolve it. So when I tried to double click on the icon for BrickStore, absolutely nothing happened. Nothing opened, no error box. I checked Task Manager and it didn't even start BrickStore.exe. So I've been into all the files and double checked all the permissions and, you know, do you need to run it as administrator? I tried all of that and I had exactly the same outcome. Nothing happened. So I've just been on GitHub And there's a few other people reporting the same issue. Now, I don't know whether this is due to the latest Windows update or it's to do with the latest version of BrickStore, because my PC was updated a couple of days ago, and I haven't used BrickStore for a day or so. So I don't really know which way round it is. It could be BrickStore, but it could also be an issue with Windows. So I'm not trying to apportion any blame. But it seemed to me that the most logical thing to do is roll back the version. So, excuse me. If you do go on GitHub, go into releases, and then if you scroll down, I went back to version 2024.5.2, and that seemed to be the recommended version to go to. And then just download the installation package for your machine. For me, that was Windows x64. It's a straightforward process to reinstall it, and you don't lose any settings or anything. But a few minutes later, it's back up and running. You do get a warning when you open BrickStore that you are now using an out-of-date version, but that's absolutely fine. And I'm not going to update it until I kind of know that this has been fixed. But yeah, so if you do come across the same problem, that's all you need to do. It seemed to work for me. But I think by the time this vlog comes out, other people might have resolved the issue themselves, because it is Thursday and you won't see this till Sunday. But yeah, there you go. I'm back up and running now, and I haven't lost any data, and that's the main thing. My BrickStore file is still up to date. That's the last item I added, so all good. All right, let's see if I can add some of this to the store. Good morning, it's Friday, and pleased to be getting towards the end of the week. Starting to feel a bit run down again, which is a bit of a surprise and certainly not welcome. But yeah, so last night I had a family visit, so unfortunately didn't get a lot done in the store last night at all, really. But family come first, and yeah, there's not a lot to report, really. I did manage to add a little bit more to this BrickStore file. I always had that challenge yesterday morning of getting BrickStore to actually work. So I only managed to add a few more bits. So I'm still a few drawers short of finishing off that Rayco unit, which ideally I'd like to do because I want to get that out of here before the weekend. We had a return yesterday from East Midlands Lego hire, which was the Lord of the Rings set, Barad-dûr. So that just needs a quick check, and then that'll be ready to go out again to the next person. We had 6 orders coming overnight, or from last night. I think was one overnight actually, which was this one. We've got a Y-wing pilot in there, and just some other smaller parts in there, including some old dark grey Technic pieces in there. Just a minifigure body slash skirt, I think they call it. A few printed tiles in there, and some other standard parts. Mixture of sand blue and black new parts there, and then some used ones there, including these Ninjago pearl gold pieces. A couple of the old Technic wheels, and then the largest order was this one. I don't know if I've mentioned this customer before. This is the chap that makes the Lego lightsabers. You may have seen him in some of the Lego shows, but he's a regular customer, and it's always good to see those parts going out to someone where you know what they're making. So hopefully all those will become lightsabers in the future. So yeah, check him out. If you know who I'm talking about, check him out. So that's the orders. There's nothing else really to report, I don't think. I've got a little bit of time now before the school run, so I might try and start put some of that away actually. Just clear my desk a little bit. So yeah, best get cracking. Good morning. It's Saturday and the weather's looking a bit nicer today, a bit sunnier, which is always good. So last night, Friday night, I managed to put away all of the items for the BrickStore file. I haven't yet uploaded it just yet, but I'm just a few more trays left in this Rayco unit to do. I was hoping to try and get that done today, but I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough time. I've got a lot of prep to do. I'm having a bit of a Christmas party tonight, so got lots of stuff to get ready and sort out, and you know, make sure the beer fridge is full. So yeah, so I managed to do that last night. But then I spent a little bit of time with my my lad. We're trying to watch the Marvel films, so had an opportunity to do that. So yeah, we sat and watched the film together. Now in terms of orders, we've got I think it's 9, 3, 6, maybe 10 actually. But for the first time in what feels like ages, the order value on BrickOwl has exceeded BrickLink, which, you know, for BrickOwl being so quiet recently, it was a bit of a shock. But the orders, you know, again, they're all quite small to be quite honest, but some good value in some of them. We've got some minifigure parts in this one. We've just got some legs and some heads. Starting to see an increase in customers choosing the track service, so that's going out, tracked 48 large letter. We've got this order here, which is some Bionicle parts. Again, one of those sort of masks and these spinners. So that's good to see. This order is purely for minifigures. We've got a Captain America, there's a used Iron Man, and a Thor, brand new Thor in there as well. So just 3 minifigures. You can see underneath there's some instructions there for the Millennium Falcon. So they've sold, so that's good. These other orders were just general parts. I've got this order here. Looks like this customer was probably get some parts to complete one of an older set. Looks like a hospital set, but unfortunately I've had a problem with the hair off this one. So I've reached out to the buyer just to see what they want to do, but I might see if I can get the hair piece from another seller. I have found it, and it's a friend of mine, so I'll see if he'll drop ship that for me. But wait for the buyer to come back to me on that one, so that's going to get delayed, I think, unfortunately. So if you're watching, I do apologise. Simple mistake made in the inventory. We just put the wrong hair piece on the figure. So, you know, sometimes these things happen. Try to avoid it as much as I can. But yeah, just a simple mistake. So, right, plan for today then. We'll get these packed up. And then, like I say, I've got lots of prep work to do for this party, but if I've got any spare time after that, I'll try and see if I can fit in the rest of that Rayco unit, and I'll get the other one uploaded. So let's get cracking. Well, good afternoon. It's Sunday, and the sky's looking really striking. It's quite a nice sunset. Anyway, it's yeah, so it's Sunday afternoon, and I spent today getting some more work done on BrickMetrics. So a customer reached out to me and said that they wanted to upgrade their account to the paid version, and how do they do that? And that just reminded me that I haven't actually put in an upgrade path on BrickMetrics. It was on my list of things to do. I can do something in the background that triggers the upgrade, but really, you know, obviously customers want to do that themselves. So I've done all of that, and now on the welcome screen, if you're using the free account, you can see that there's now an upgrade your account here button, and that will set everything up and take you through to the payment page for the subscription. So I've been doing that, and also at the same time fixing just a couple of little issues within the site, and catching up with Kiwi Brick Exchange. His latest vlog is really good. I mean, when you buy a job lot and you find lots of great minifigures or parts, it really does give you a buzz, and you can definitely feel that in his latest vlog. So you know, awesome vlog again. And he also talks about his dad, who's just started up his own store. So again, another really good vlog. Now, coincidentally, at the same time on my Discord channel, Yellow Brick Road, who's from Australia, has reached out and has invited me to their monthly get-together. In a similar way that the UK BrickLink and BrickOwl Facebook group, we get together at the end of the month for a catch-up. The Australian version have invited me over. No, they haven't invited me over. That'd be too good. They've invited me to join their next get-together and talk about BrickMetrics. So I shall be responding to that shortly. But that feels really, really exciting. So I'm looking forward to that. In terms of orders, we've just got 6 orders over the weekend. So we've just started to do the picking, but I need to break off now and get the vlog ready for going live at 6 o'clock. So we'll cover these orders off in next week's vlog. And I've got another load of sets here that I might stick on Facebook Marketplace, just to see if we can bring in some extra cash just before Christmas. So that's it. So if you've made it this far in the vlog, thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate everyone who subscribes and likes the videos, but if you haven't already subscribed, please do. We're trying to reach 1,000 followers. That will just help monetize the YouTube channel, and, you know, add another income stream, which is always welcome. So thanks very much. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next week.